On this particular occasion, you go out with a woman regardless of whether you know her. Regarding the person you're seeing, it's not more akin to a conscious idea. She senses a vibe and wonders if am I in the lead here or is he? Because let's be honest, what being with a man who truly appeals to women is a strong, domineering guy, you know. The question today is, how do you manage to be masculine? Demonstrate that hegemonic masculine force. That's what we're going to focus on today. Wish to give you 5 qualities, 5 ways to truly demonstrate that dominant energy while socializing with a lady since, let's face it, that's among the most beautiful items you can display for a woman. Currently, while I'm speaking with my friends or describing this entire idea to someone, for those who may not fully understand, here's the masculinity of the transaction isn't about conforming to some stereotyped alpha mold, is more than simply how it looks. Tough like a biker or bodybuilder, I understand that it can be perplexing, but I was. When I initially learned about it, I was also perplexed. And based on the feedback I receive, many men are in the same situation, particularly when individuals notice certain men who might appear to have a little softer facial features. They make snap judgments, don't they? Declare them beta rather than alpha. Guys, but this is the true thing I've witnessed. There are many men who appear rough and large, with body art and all that, but when they break up with a woman, it's like they become shedding little males. So being manly means crying into their beer, is more than simply the appearance. Regarding looking at the section, it's concerning the you put out a feeling that's about the attitude you bring to the table, particularly when coping with ladies. Here's something else I always mention in order to emphasize this idea. And create a clear image, consider for a moment 2 animals, like a kitten and a tiger asks itself, why? Deserves more respect because it's attractive. Simply said, the tiger is far more difficult to tame, more difficult to handle. Let's apply this to ladies who aren't interested in. For a kitten that is readily managed, they want to take on a tiger challenge. It requires time to tame, thus the query. How did you turn into the tiger we are? Launching into 5 tactics, 5 phases, and 5 attitudes that you should begin focusing on in the presence of women, although these mindsets aren't limited to your romantic life. Game, they're a reliable company. Circumstances, whether you're at work or not, setting or interacting with customers, bosses, all of these mentality projects. Pronouncedly macho feeling that gets respect for all. Let's chat now. Something important regarding the first characteristic. The readiness to leave, that you must demonstrate your willingness to. It's a small trick to leave now. My friends and I resumed We used to host these parties when we were in college. There was a change at our house, and we referred to as the walkway. Here's what we cracked in the early hours of the morning we were talking to a girl we were interested in. We learned that she was up at the party. Our prospects of capturing her attention risen if we did walk out. From the discussion after some time, it's contrary to what most men do. You know that once they begin conversing, things are moving, and they believe they have to remain there the entire time. They're terrified that if they leave someone, she might lose if someone else steps in. Interest, but we found gold instead. If you're conversing well and you say hello, I'm going to catch up. I'll see you later with some pals. Then get in touch with her again later. It's like magic. Her degree of interest rises, since you've demonstrated that you won't spend the entire night clinging to her, becoming somewhat more difficult to tame that tiger. And my pal is the one on the move, thus this entire idea of leaving and indicating that you're prepared to go. It can be done in a variety of ways. One easy method is simply not show up. A great deal of attention or providing your acceptance for anything. You are aware of what I mean. Many men, particularly when they're dating a woman they discovered. Gorgeous but afraid to display boredom or disgust, as if they're hesitant to inform her if they're not impressed by something she says, such as, for instance, if she's narrating a tale and it doesn't truly meet your expectations. Perhaps she's talking about cheating at something, and the normal good guy could think, "Oh, that's fantastic, but if you, sincerely, I don't think you're cool." Her out on it demonstrates her, you're not going to tolerate that type of conduct, that you possess norms and you're prepared to leave. Here's what to do if things don't line up. When you're dating someone who women demonstrating your readiness to walk, a lot of guys hit me, so getting away is essential. She has consistently cancelled on me whenever I make an effort to plan. Otherwise, she never provides a straightforward response that is always ambiguous. She'll tell me that it's annoying. Yes, but here's the thing, you need to demonstrate your readiness to leave if you're curious about the power of walking. Afterward, view the video in the description. You may ask if I should don't give her a deadline. That's not the first thing you do is inform her directly. I find flakiness to be really repulsive. I don't know, but it was good to hang out. This will be successful, and you. Actually, at this point, leave now. One of two things will occur. Either she will say, "Yeah, good, didn't," as if you just saved that guy. Take some time for yourself, or she will be, "Wow, this guy isn't putting up with like everyone else with my shit," and, you never know, she might start pursuing. The key constantly displays that after you. Ready to leave at this moment. The second anything I'd like to discuss, and it's kind of connects to the initial one, is establishing limits. Therefore, what are limits? Which resemble these internal and outside guidelines you establish for yourself. Let me explain by taking an example. Women may have boundaries that prevent them from diving on the first date into the closeness zone, and you must honor it. But the intriguing part is when she establishes the boundary, there is the aspect of you that genuinely values her. She gets more appealing because she's not merely shifting and collapsing her thoughts based on attraction, correct? Now have a clear boundary, and as men, we wish to roll with like-minded people, whether either in our interactions with her or just managing life and general issues that impact. Let me show you an example using my phone. Remains on and doesn't bother you during the day because I'm writing and making videos right now, such as receiving messed up SMS or calls. You are aware of my objective. Thus I have set this boundaries. What would a normal, pleasant? If a person does this, he could receive all concerned that if he doesn't turn off his phone, not bother him, he'll miss her messages, and she will not be as interested in him. Thus he may adjust his limits to let her messages to arrive, but the just lay it, a good manly action. Straight out, "Hey, during the day, don't bother her if I'm on the phone. Don't immediately respond. I usually check I'll get back to you after lunch if please don't assume that I'm ignoring you." Simply refrain from responding to anyone throughout the day, and that encompasses you. Plain and initially, I had a friend named John who was about taking off his shoes at the door of his house. He would initially become a little twitchy. When a woman was overanalyzing whether I should allow her to continue wearing her shoes, but he began expressing his boundaries and making assumptions. What attracted women more in reality, it appears to him that they value those limits more than he initially believed. Other kinds of limits exist that you can be rolled with, similar to periods in I get up really early in my life, like things. So when you're going on a date, you may just remark, "Hey, you need to get up. I'll end it now because it's going to be early tomorrow." Night, rather than prolonging it for that additional shot in more time. Everything about establishing those limits. And let's consider the actions of women. I constantly say, managing single mothers can be among the most alluring encounters. They have had these pledges to boundaries. They abide by their children's regulations, and I've seen it make guys chase them. Guys are pursuing single mothers because they aren't the focal point of focus on the majority of women. Not all, but most won't push these limits to create a new guy, and that simply intensifies their being gorgeous is a must. Similar events are occurring with my friends, who enjoy playing golf, and each Sunday they are currently having a golf day with the crew. They lie when they first start dating someone. It is immediately apparent that Sundays are golf days. Having pals, and you can venture that women will attempt to put them to the test on Sunday. My friends are hosting this event, therefore you ought to. They want to know whether you're willing to forfeit a golf day in order to accompany her for it may seem like a picnic or a cousin's gathering. Like giving it up demonstrates your extreme within her. And at first she might believe it's fine, but she's secretly thinking, this man was a little easier for me to tame than I. She won't want someone, I thought, who is really difficult to control, and is now going on to the subsequent item, displaying that having a manly vibe and being prepared to say no, always use the word that you find most appealing, is not allowed to throw out there to a woman. I'll say it once again to emphasize the most alluring phrase you can use with a no. I've witnessed it happen with women. Gentlemen, and allow me to tell you a tale from my waiting tables and interacting with a number of young ladies is a fantastic method to meet people. There was this guy named Ali, and he had a reputation for being able to switch shifts. Okay, so suppose I had scheduled it, for despite it being a Friday night, I wanted it off. I could now ask a colleague to fill in for me. Girls would go because they knew Ali couldn't say no. Approach him, make small talk, and say, "Hey, can you cover for me at work on New Year's Eve?" It would be like, "Oh, new for me to be Ali. I have plans for New Year's Eve," but they're a little and a request that he would ultimately sign up for. He believed he was scoring during the shift. Points, but in practice, not so much at this time if I was approached by a girl who made the same request. "Get out of here, you think," I would say. On New Year's Eve, I'm working for you, and funny enough, despite my refusal, they would have far more respect for me. Saying no, my buddy, is the right thing to do. This is how your female pals treat you. Determine whether you have a female buddy who's always been aware that she possesses some sort of control over to you, after which you begin, she'll notice that you're dating someone fresh. Abruptly, she intensifies her flirtation and attempts to warn you against that new girl will say, "Hey, why don't we go somewhere this evening?" And if you're feeling not so sold on your female buddy, you may believe that the new female is, "I'd best grab this before I get envious." Opportunity to spend time with her instead. But by doing that, you're actually giving her just what she truly desired. Here, the power move is declaring, "No, I actually have plans for tonight, but perhaps tomorrow." When you're dropping but not showing, you make judgments with conviction, at ease with your energy, and no amount of batting is masculine. Your eyelashes will transform you. Your true strength is in your thinking. Falsehoods, which is related to favors and everything, that you can picture yourself at a bar having a good time with a new woman and, "Oh, I have to go do something," she says. "Could you please hold my suitcase for a moment?" It's 20. A few minutes later, you're stranded. Like a fool, she is holding her bag. Just say, "Hey, I'm not going to check. I'd love to continue talking, so hold your bag. I'm not playing when you return." She will respect you, bag holder. More, I always consider things in this way. For your buddies, would you do it if your friend requested that you hold his umbrella? At a pub on a night, you would most likely say, "No." If it's a cute female, "It's not happening, buddy," asks the same thing, and you respond, "Yes." Now, you spend the entire night stranded with her umbrella. Congratulations, you've just become the easily subdued tiger, hence the conclusion is, all set to decline, let's go on to the next one, and the following two actually kind of go, "I'm going to roll through with my hand in the air." Combining these, the first one we'll refer to it as approval honesty. The term approval honesty may refer to, in other words, you should never use using approbation as a strategy to establish rapport. Observe in a conversation that flows when you're feeling good and everything is clicking. Hurling out some, "My goodness, that's so," you're in the groove and everything is fine. However, the truth is that many men make mistakes. They sit down for a date early in the morning or a woman they're just getting to know, and they immediately begin giving out quick approval with the belief that it will increase their real-life attractiveness. It only proves you're a tiger because she can. Don't jump in. It's easy manageable. "Oh, that's really awesome of you to do that. Oh yes, those shoes are amazing." Take a step. Be more of a judge than a teller. Let her give me additional details about that. Little work to get your approval, or your approval is the strategy. So let's dissect the concept of taming a tiger. You know, it's not an instant job. It takes time and effort to tame a tiger. She gains more respect the more she works. She will have something for you as a man. Here's a recommendation to expand on that. Don't be continuously putting oneself in a qualifying position. So consider yourself in a conversation, and the subject, "She is similar to my ex-boyfriend." The ex was constantly riveted to Sunday football games and never received any spending time with him now. There's that someone who rushes in to try to get in. He thought, "Oh, I'd never be like that." When my former partner used to watch the show, it's a rather annoying issue when you do that. You're sort of undervaluing yourself. According to her, we typically do it in a variety of ways that I concur with all she says, or deliberately attempting to display qualities. We believe it will make her say, "Oh, I love you." To travel as well because I have this fantastic job. Travel-specific schedule. Why are you adding something to the conversation? Because you believe that will make you eligible for her. Observe this genuine manly. Allowing her to fit into your expectations. Being overbearing is not the goal. It's important to remain steadfast in what you... Sincerely, I'm all for women who follow their preferences. I don't want someone pretending to be interested in me or abandoning their intentions for me. I would rather a lady with self-control who is able to say no to someone who isn't going to stay around if I'm being rude to her. It is not about controlling, rather it is about you must treat each other with respect. Yourself in a manner that she finds admirable. Just, despite your admiration for her, you know a piece of guidance I offer for, is this the entire concept of it may seem like you're disqualifying yourself, like a strategy, and occasionally it is, but additionally, it's just something I picture. One of the women says, "I can't deal with messy people and be honest. You're a little slob, and what I do is simply drop well informally. You might as well I'm a slob, so please cross me off the list." I doubt that it disqualifies me. Let's assume that she's all about that feminist vibe that is being discussed, equality in the workplace and other things, and perhaps simply state that it's not your vibe. To be honest, I'm rather traditional. Desire a wife who prepares dinner. I massage my feet when I get home, and it would be equivalent to disqualifying oneself. If you see, that's not her scene. The kind man believes, "Oh no, I'm not playing, but let's face it, she finds you much more fascinating now. You're not desperately seeking, so why approval? You're willing to take a chance. Losing it, you're fulfilling every need, indicating that you're prepared to go, demonstrating your limits by saying no as necessary, without asking for permission, and not continuously putting oneself through qualification. That's the true meaning of masculinity. If, from this video, did you learn anything new? Then like us so you may share with your friends who are single and in need of this information because, let's be honest, being macho has nothing to do with acting tough. It's about what's going on within you. Additionally, you can subscribe and notify me. in the subscribed comment section and activated the alert bell.